Okay, everybody, Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com. And today I want to look at Atlas Energy Solution. And why? Well, you should be able to see right here. This is a big breakout today. It continued the little tiny move here above 1850 and ran through this last high here. The high here was 1895. So, if you really want to be strict about it, the stock could only be bought when it ran above 1895. That is the typical way that many traders do. I have an IPO strategy that's very similar. This doesn't quite fit that, but close enough. Anyway, so a lot of people look at this right here, and sorry about that. I'll make this a different color because I'm liking the dark screen today. So they look at this as the high, and that's where you buy. For me, I would even look here or maybe here. And why? Because there's a lot of price action between here and here. A big, massive washout, 19, maybe 20% downside, and then a big whole lot of churning here. So in my mind, this is really not a particularly relevant level right now. So my sense is that you're actually kind of getting a late start on this. Really could have, this is a woulda, coulda, shoulda thing, but it could have been bought last Thursday. And, the wild, shall I just say, the smart asterisks among you would say, well, we should have bought here. Yeah, but that's not really the trade that I'm talking about. I'm talking about a breakout trade. And so when this stock ran above this level here, I'm really giving it here, 1775. Think about how much of a head start you're getting as opposed to waiting for 1895. You're getting $1.20 at a lower entry, which is pretty good for an $18 stock. So that was really where I would say the best entry was. But let's look at the intraday chart here. I've got a 4-window thing here, and you're going to look and see this, the daily chart, what you were just looking at, and then the 30-minute and the 5-minute. We'll even make this a 15-minute, and then we'll make this the 5-minute chart. So what do we see here? Well, the stock made a big move first thing in the morning. All right. And then after the first hour of trading, we just started getting a sideways trading range here. And so I would really expect the same thing tomorrow. So what are we doing? Why am I showing this stock? I really don't think it's too late to buy this stock. This was institutional buying. You can look and see the volume bar. This is the highest volume there's been since back here. Actually, when the stock, it turns out, bottomed at that point. And after that, it's just really been kind of all uphill from that level. So my sense is the stock's probably going higher. It'll wiggle around a little bit. That's the way of volatility. But if the stock runs above 1973, that's a good point, a good time to be buying the stock. And by the way, if this was truly the technical buy point at 1895, and you have to say, okay, it was really, like, I wouldn't buy something at 1895, I'd buy it at 1901 or something. If that was really the true entry level, you're just 2.5% below that textbook entry. So you're not really late. What I have to suggest is that if you're looking to buy this stock, just remember that things don't go straight up. And so we could get some backing and filling here, but my bet is that the $19 level is going to hold. And if it doesn't, I would use today's open at 1886 as a reference. So if the stock falls below 1886, that's a 3.5, maybe 4% risk from where you're buying it. I think that's going to work. And by the way, just want to give you the heads up, and this is important. Mark your calendars for August 23rd. That's a week. That's like a month from now. August 23rd at 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern time. Scott McGregor, who most of you know, but most of you may not know this, is really an expert at crypto. He has a podcast called Hot Wallet, and he interviews some of the best in the business. And this guy's one of the best in the business. We are teaching. I'm going to be there. I'm not teaching squat. I'm just asking questions. But we're going to be there for about an hour. Knowing me, it'll probably go over, for a free webinar on August 23rd. This is a really important one because it's not just like, hey, look at the chart of Bitcoin. Buy, buy, buy. This is really about what's called network intelligence. And there's just so much more to trading, so much more to trading crypto than just the tokens. There's how to value blockchains. And there are just so many different ways to look at digital assets. So this is a free course. And if you miss out, you really are missing out. Okay. So I want you to sign up for it. We're going to be sending out, we might have already, I don't know, but we're going to be sending out some emails urging you to sign up, and there'll be a page that you can sign up at. This is really probably the first that you're hearing about it. So I'm going to keep pushing this in these videos for quite a while because I truly do think it's important. And guys, it's free. I've seen Scott do this course. I've looked at it with him. We've actually, I initially wanted to make this a premium course and charge a few $100 for it. But after discussion, we just decided, you know what? A lot of people don't know anything about this stuff. So let's just put it out there, complimentary. And if you want to use the knowledge that you're gaining there, that's great. But if you're wondering whether crypto is for you, then stop wondering. Come to our class here, and by the end of the class, you will know for sure. It might be for you, but it very well might not. But at least then you're going to make an educated choice, as opposed to one based on ignorance where, well, I don't know that much about it, so maybe it's not for me. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I wonder what's for dinner. Okay, so show up there. Okay, I promise you it will indeed be worth your while.